Braveheart. Angus Macfadyen recalls filming with Mel Gibson, reprising his role in Robert the Bruce. The Scottish actor is reprising his role 25 years later. It's been 25 years since Angus Macfadyen played Robert the Bruce in Mel Gibson's Braveheart, but the journey is far from over. The actor is reprising his role in the historical drama Robert the Bruce, where the royal finds himself abandoned, wounded, and on the run from the English army in 14th-century Scotland. The 57-year-old produced and co-wrote The Passion Project, one that he's been eager to make since the epic tale about the triumph and tragedy of warrior Wallace. Gibson was released in 1995 and topped the Oscars a year later with 5 awards. Macfadyen spoke to Fox News about his favorite memory filming Braveheart, why he was so determined to revisit his role decades later, the biggest challenge he faced on set, and whether he's ready for more adventures. "We shot the very last scene of the movie on my first day. But then when we got to my very last day, Mel Gibson decided he needed an extra close-up of me on a horse just before the charge. So we got a horse and we brought it to the car park because we no longer were on the battlefield. The horse was very skittish with the camera going, KHH, and the clapper board, and we couldn't keep him steady. So they got me off the horse and they stuck me on Mel Gibson's shoulders. He basically played the horse moving up and down so that I was able to do this last shot. I just wish somebody had taken a photo. If we were shooting in this day and age, everyone would have had their iPhones out and there would be a photo of that moment. For about 9 years, I was walking around and I just had this ghost sitting on my back going, 'You've got to finish the story.' I eventually just listened to the ghost and sat down and punched out a follow-up of what happened after the events of Braveheart, leading to the independence of Scotland. Then, from there, it took another 13 years of persistence to actually get the film. It took 11 years to actually get to shoot it, and then another 2 years until now to get it out and about. It's been a long process, but eventually, persistence pays off, and I'm quite happy about it. In some way, I did give up, but there's a thing called destiny or fate. Often, it's about the timing of an event, that it's not the time for it. You yourself don't realize that because you're just a small little particle in the universe, but there's a mighty hand that guides events and which knows in its infinite wisdom that the timing will be when it's necessary. I felt that the timing is now, really. I feel very lucky to have such a small film with no publicity budget. I'm basically the publicity budget on Twitter.